welcome. Today I'm going to share with you my recipe for a coconut ice block. I remember when I was little my mom used to make this for me. It's really delicious and your kids are going to love it. So for this recipe I have here one dry coconut. Make sure when you buy your dry coconut you shake it. Once you hear water inside it, it's a good nut. So what I like to do is I like to put it into 2 grocery bags and give it a knot, and then I take it outside and I just hit it on my concrete until it breaks open. The rest of the ingredients you'll need for this recipe are some custard powder, 2 teaspoons. I have a pinch of cinnamon. This is optional. If you don't like cinnamon you don't have to put it. And you're going to need some condensed milk, a pot with a whisk, your ice tray, or you can use a popsicle maker, and a blender with some water to blend our coconut. So I just cracked open my coconut. You see, when you hit it on the concrete outside, if you're lucky enough that you can go outside and do that, it comes clean sometimes off of the shell. So I'm just taking my shell out. Next, you just want to rinse out this to get any remnants or residue of the broken shell out of this. What I like to do is I like to peel the brown part of the coconut out because I like my coconut blocks to be nice and white. I don't like to see that brown residue when you blend this. You know, you have a lot of the brown parts that it sinks to the bottom of your blender. So I'm just gonna peel this out. You just take a knife and you take your time because it's hard. You don't want to get cut. You take your time and you just peel it off, and then we'll move on to chipping it up and then blending it. So I finished cleaning the brown part off of the coconut, and what you can do is you can either grate this on the big side of your grater or you can chip it up really fine like so, because you want to help the blender. If you were to put this whole in the blender, you're going to damage the motor of the blender. So I'm going to finish chipping this up and then I'll move on to blending it. So I put my coconut in my blender, and you want to blend this until it's nice and smooth. So actually I'm going to put it on high and I'm going to puree this until it's nice and smooth, and then we'll move on to getting the milk out of the coconut. Next, empty your milk into a bowl. And I'm just going to add some water to the blender to get the additional milk out. Okay, so now you take your hands and you come in and you just pick up the pieces and you squeeze it. This is just something that we do to help get any additional milk out. Okay, so now I'm going to go in, pick up the hocks, squeeze out as much water as I can and put it into a bowl. I'm going to just put it into a bowl with a strainer. I don't like any coconut hocks in my coconut blocks, so I like to drain out all of the hocks. Just press down with the back of your hand. Okay, next add your milk to a pot or a saucepan. And to the milk, you're going to add in your custard powder. You have to put this when the milk is cold. If you put it when it's hot, it's going to clump up on you. Just whisk it in. You can add your cinnamon at this time. And your condensed milk. Now, some of you may like this sweet, some of you may like this not so sweet. So I would recommend you put how much condensed milk you would like. So I'm going to start off with a half of a tin, and then I'll taste it to see if I need more condensed milk in here. So now put up your stove on medium low, and you're going to keep stirring this for about 10 minutes because we want the custard to cook, and we also want the coconut milk to heat up and cook through. My coconut milk mixture is ready. You want to pour it into something with a spout so it's easy to transfer or pour into your popsicle or ice cube trays. So all you do next is go ahead and pour it into your trays. Be careful you don't make a mess. So I'm just going to put in my popsicle holders. I can't seem to find one of them, so one of my popsicle is not going to have a holder, but that's okay because once you run it over water, some warm water, this will just slide right out. So I'm going to put my coconut blocks and popsicles into the freezer and let them set. Once they're set and they're nice and hard, I'll take them out and I'll show you what they look like. So my coconut blocks are nice and hard, and if you want to take them out of the tray, you can either run this over some water to help loosen it from the tray, and then you go ahead and you squeeze them out. Or if you want, you can take a knife, which is what I do. Like if I just want 1 block or 2 block, I would come in with a knife and I will just mark. And once you mark it, you can take it out. And here we have one yummy, delicious coconut block. Now for the popsicle, you do the same thing. You can run one over water. You don't have to run water on all of them if you're not taking all of them out. So I just let the water run on one, and then I just go ahead and twist it and pull it out. So let me do that and show you how it looks. So I just ran water over one, and as you can see, it's really easy to take it out. So I have a coconut popsicle. So here you have it, my coconut blocks and coconut popsicle. I hope you guys enjoyed today's recipe. Let me know down below if you make it and if you like it. And I'll see you all another day with another one of my recipes. Enjoy!